My name is Meadow Sultan, and this video is brought to you by the National Jersey Woolly Rabbit Club Education Committee. Today we're going to talk about blowing out a Jersey Woolly. Now, blowing out woolies is not required like it is with Angoras because they have very different wool. But if you choose to do so, we're going to talk about the hows and the whys. Before we get started on the how, there's a couple of different products that could work for you. This is a little handheld device. It has variable speeds. It's very nice for taking to a show and doesn't take up a lot of space. We carry ours in our grooming table. And then there's the larger version, a more high velocity blower that's very suitable for home usage. Now, a lot of these high velocity blowers do come with the option of variable speeds. It's best if you can start your woolies at a young age, desensitizing them to this. And to do that, you would just start out with a very slow airflow. And you can work your way up to a higher speed. If you can't start them young, if you bring a woolly in and it's older, just use the same method. Start with a low airflow, get them used to the noise and desensitized to the feeling of the air blowing on them. Now, as to the why you might want to blow out a woolly, there can be a few reasons. You may want to blow out the dander that's next to the skin that all rabbits create. You may want to blow out a molting coat and blow out the dead hair. Or you may just want to aerate and get air down to the skin. And another reason is also sometimes in the high friction areas of the rabbit, and what I mean by that is in the front armpits here, or in the front crooks of the front legs, or the back angle of the back legs and right above the tail. These are often areas that can hide mats or felting, and sometimes when you blow that air down into there, you can see it where you may not notice it with just brushing or combing. Okay, I grabbed this little junior buck because I want to show a helpful trick where blowing can help the most, and that's to take out the felting or any beginning of felting that might be in the wool. Sometimes juniors will molt so fast that that wool that's coming out will link with the wool that's staying in, and it'll felt up and create like a solid armor of mat against their skin, and we want to avoid that. So we're going to show a little trick of how to help remove that felting without having to strip them bald, basically. So what we'll do is you want a medium to medium high airflow. And then what we'll do is we will start close to the skin, making little circles, and work our way out. And what you will see is that we'll open the coat and push the wool out to the ends, the dead wool out to the ends. Now, while you may have seen some of the wool flying off, if what didn't comes out to the ends of the wool and is very easily just picked off. And it saves the coat as well as keeping you from having bald spots while still getting all of that webbing and felting out. Regardless of the reason you may want to blow out the woolly, you want to make sure that when you handle them, you are handling them gently but firmly. If you noticed when I was putting these other blowers on him, my hand was on the other side, and I always had a hold of his wool in my other hand just for safety. So when you start blowing out a woolly, it's good to start from back to front and blow against the growth of the hair, because that will really open up that coat and blow out that dander first thing. Once you've done that, this is where I like to start getting into those high friction areas. Now, how I'm going to do that is I am going to get to the front and then front of his front legs and behind his front legs and down his belly into the groinal area. There's two ways you could do it. I like to either grab the base of his ears gently but firmly and kind of cup his back and gently lift, or you can place the ears between your pointer finger and your middle finger and your thumb under the chin and gently lift. Either method works. You just want to make sure that, again, gentle but firm pressure. The other area where you're going to gently lift the rabbit is from the back. And we want to lift that because we want to get into the curves of the back legs. There's also two ways to do this. When I'm trying to get into the back legs, I prefer to grab the base of the hair and lift up because they will dangle their legs down if you do that. Another way is to do this under the belly. Put your hand under the belly and lift up, but they don't tend to put their legs down when you do that. And also they want to hop over your hand. Whereas if you have a hold of the fur, the wool here, they can't get away. So I'll show you how to do that. Now, once I've done the crook of the legs and seen that there's nothing there, I will move my hand up a little higher so that I can access the base of the tail area. Once I've gotten all that done, I do like to come back to the front of the animal and blow the wool back where it's supposed to go. I do pull the ears forward and make sure I get the nape of the neck. And I do a quick little blow on the face. That way I have made sure that I have incorporated all the parts of the rabbit and blown out all of the rabbit. Now, one thing I did notice when I was blowing out under his front legs is he does have two little mats right here in the front crease of his front leg. Those high friction areas where the rabbits are moving all the time can often cause that. I will just take my comb and gently brush those out, but it's not necessarily something I would have seen, and because I can't feel them, if I was just grooming, brushing, combing, unless I actually turned him over and pulled his legs down to where I could see. So that's just a brief little instruction on how to properly blow out a Jersey Woolly and some of the reasons why it might be beneficial. I hope everyone has enjoyed the video. Thank you from the Education Committee for taking the time to watch.